Captain Taylor sat in the cockpit of his jet fighter, his hands steady on the controls as he taxied down the runway. This was his 10th mission in the last month, and he was feeling confident and focused. As he took off into the bright blue sky, he felt the familiar rush of adrenaline and excitement. He was in his element up here, soaring through the clouds at incredible speeds. The mission was a simple one: intercept a rogue aircraft that had been spotted flying into restricted airspace. Captain Taylor's job was to identify the plane and force it to land, using whatever means necessary. As he approached the target, he could see the other aircraft in the distance. It was a small, single-engine plane, flying low and fast. Captain Taylor radioed in to confirm the plane's identity and issued a warning to the pilot to land immediately. But the pilot of the rogue plane didn't respond. Instead, he began to maneuver his plane in a dangerous and erratic pattern, swooping and diving in an attempt to evade Captain Taylor's pursuit. Undeterred, Captain Taylor followed the rogue aircraft, his fighter jet weaving and dodging through the sky in hot pursuit. He was determined to catch this guy, no matter what it took. After several tense minutes, the rogue aircraft finally began to slow down and descend towards the runway. Captain Taylor followed closely, ready to take action if the pilot made any sudden moves. As the rogue plane touched down, Captain Taylor circled overhead, watching closely as the pilot emerged from the cockpit. He was surprised to see that it was a young man, barely out of his teens, with a wild look in his eyes. Captain Taylor approached the pilot and asked him to explain his actions. The young man hesitated for a moment, then broke down in tears, confessing that he had stolen the plane on a whim and had no idea what he was doing. Captain Taylor listened patiently, then radioed into the authorities to take the young man into custody. As he watched the police lead the young man away, Captain Taylor couldn't help but feel a twinge of sympathy for the troubled young pilot. He knew that flying a jet fighter was no easy task, and that not everyone was cut out for it. But he also knew that he had a job to do, and he was damn good at it.